Today is leg day. Yes, today is leg day, and this is a boob stream today. So I'm gonna lower this again. There we go. Why am I off to the side here? There we go. All right. Oh. TSM. Oh. What's the key for TSM beating Team Liquid in a best of series? Honestly, they just gotta play. Team Liquid's just gonna lose, like auto lose. All right, you can't see the bands. Boing. I'm just gonna pop over here and cover up whoever this dude is, Azale. All right, so Gangplank ban smart, Ezreal ban double smart, because Doublelift is probably not gonna play Ezreal. And Ezreal beats every single lane in bot lane. We have Xayah. Wait, is that Rakan? And who's the second ban there? What champion is that? Is that Swain? Did they change Swain? Help me out here. Okay, good. It is Swain. I guessed correctly. Are there some good books for mastering motor skills? Amberm, no, there are none. It's an art. It's not really a science. I haven't run across any good books for like mastering motor skills. Like everything is sport specific. So there are books for how to train swimming. There are books for how to train, how to train basketball shots. There's no books for how to train, unfortunately, how to train random hobbies that involve video games or specific video games even. But realize that the number one thing that correlates between all of them is just focus. Focus and drilling. You do a drill, you make sure that your drill is beyond your capabilities, but you're able to push into it, and it's like the next level of motor movement. So you're looking for those drills that involve essentially the principles of deliberate practice are you have a drill that is the next step. It's like I plus 1. I is everything that you can do, and plus 1 is right next to it, right? Or you have a very complex skill that you can actually hold everything in your head, and then you focus, and you focus really hard, and you strive to always do it correctly. That's it. Ayumi Cat says, I don't learn anything from Vetti's analysis. That's why I like Jat better. Yeah, Jat just knows the game better because he's a higher ranked player. Hunter's Bay Team Liquid before this tradition. That is true. Culperistic is swing. Sierra says, hey, Weldon, what's the key for TSM beating Team Liquid in the best of series? I'm benching the Kench, it appears. All right, so we have a third ban, Skarner, a ban of the Jhin. Okay, so we have a Xayah Jhin ban. And then we drop a Ryze first pick. So Ryze and Azir are now off the ban list in favor of other stuff. That's interesting. Back couple weeks ago, couple games ago, it was pure mid lane bans from blue side. And maybe even one from red side. So fantastic. I guess they're just trading OPs now. Everybody's like, we'll just agree to trade OPs in the mid lane in order to take out these other pieces of the comp. Then we jump into gotta fix my Twitch chat. Okay. We jump into a Varus Tahm Kench. So this seems to be like an early game plan here. We got a Varus, and then this is the support for saving the Varus, basically. So they pick a support with a handicap. And then they pick the, they want to win this lane, and then they want to take the tower, and then they want to rotate, and they just want to win. They don't want to go late game, I guess. I guess when you give up the Ryze, you don't want to go late game. Pretty much, right? Okay, so then we have Braum and Kog'Maw. So this is a playmaking lane. I think they're gonna lose this lane, but they're still gonna be able to make plays easily. Because the Braum can just jump in, flash in anytime. I don't think he's going to take Ignite, though. Maybe he will take Ignite? I don't know. Let's see. Why is TSM addicted to these super safe bot lanes? How is this a super safe bot lane? Oh, because of the Tahm Kench? Dude, people are addicted to safety, period. But this is the best AD carry after Ezreal, so I'm not sure what you're complaining about. You want him to play like Evelyn support? Blips on Nobody's Radar says, was your role as a coach to both have high in-game knowledge and provide analysis of gameplay in that sense, and to provide the sports psychology aspect on top of that seems like they'd be separate roles. So when I quit teaching, it was to become a coach. And so when I injured an athlete, I decided I needed to become a better coach. So I went to study sports psychology to put sports psychology on top of my coaching. Then I decided to change from coaching soccer and tennis and football to coaching League of Legends. So, of course, the first thing that I did was work on sports psychology stuff within League of Legends as I coached myself up to Diamond, and then started coaching, pro teams with sports psychology as a way to get in the door until I could start to influence their coaching. But the main thing that made me to start providing commentary on how they were playing the game and actually coaching how they play the game was that I realized all the other coaches were complete shit. When I was going around on my boot camps, I was like, Jesus, this 19-year-old is clueless. But clearly he didn't play Dota for like 10 years, as I did. And also I was like the same rank or higher than them, except for Loco Doco. He was so far the only coach I've ever worked with that's outranked me. Oh, and Young Buck. But anyway, to get back to your question, sports psychology and sports, the best possible location for sports psychological knowledge is within the coach. But coaches cannot always go and spend 6 years getting a master's degree in sports psychology. So that's why then they go and hire sports psychology trainers. But ideally, that would not be the case. Ideally, the coach would have all the sports psychological knowledge because they're in the best position to deliver it at the best learning moment. And so if you look at the Olympics in 2016, you'll see this trend in sports psychology to move more into, for example, with the Seattle Seahawks, you'll see this trend in sports psychology to move more into the field and away from the office room or whatever it's called. All right, so second band phase complete with a Camille Orn and a Nar Cassiopeia. All right. Then we have a Scion. So Scion flex to the mid, and then we have they don't need to flex at mid though, so because they have already Rise picked, and then they go with a Cho'Gath Sejuani, and TSM rounds out with Orianna. I wonder why they're not playing Scion mid. Like they have this early Varus, right? Couldn't they just go with Scion mid and just? I don't know how Scion does into Rise, but he's freaking OP right now, right? Hope they've been practicing it. They have a couple ways to get that ball in there. So on CLG, I was doing sports psychology. And still kind of learning how it is that and observing how it is that pro teams function. But I think that, I think Zix works really hard, and his analysis is quite unbelievably insightful. But yeah, I think that if I was coaching CLG, they would be in playoffs. So I don't know. What made you more interested in League than Dota, since both are big esports now? I just was watching, so I quit playing Dota and I was watching StarCraft 2 tournaments, and I saw this really colorful game with this half-naked fat dude who was rolling into people with his stomach, and I was like, this is kind of a funny game, and so I started playing it. Oh my god, the disrespect. What are they doing here? Why is Mithy topside? I'm very curious. All right, so we have an even spread here, but a strange deployment where Mithy is not with his AD carry, and he's covering the top side. I think maybe he wants to use his ward so that Zach still has his ward, and so he's going in for a deep invid. Oh my god, what's he doing? He's scouting really deep. He's in what's going on? Holy cow, what is... Oh, because Because Tom Kench has so much damage at level 1. Oh, no, he missed it. He missed it. He missed the stun. Shoot. Oh, they're in big trouble now. They're in big trouble now. But anyway, Tom Kench has a ton of damage at level 1. And so he went in, they went in for the cheeky kill, but then he missed his tongue lash. And he got out. Holy crap. How in the world did he get out of that? That's crazy. So he flashed, then he used the blast cone, and he's wandering through mid, and luckily Braum came up. So this could have tanked bot lane, because if Braum stayed in bot lane and they zoned Varus from this entire wave and chunked him, he could have been in big trouble. But Braum went up. Maybe that was a good call, because maybe they could have gotten the kill on Mithy, right? But because of that, this Cog Varus lane was just neutral, right? So bot lane's now going to play out as normal with Varus hopefully winning. All right, and Bjerg gets the push, because I think Ryze also went to match and Bjerg stayed on the minion side. So then he gets a big advantage in mid lane from that position on the first wave. This actually turned out to be really good for TSM. Not, really good, but pretty. It could have been way worse, and it turned out that they got all the advantages out of it, which is hilarious. Because they got the push. The bot wave was neutralized instead of being a 2v1. Top got chunked. Sion did not get chunked, surprisingly enough. Ryze did get a little bit of chunk on him. And Orianna got the whole first wave. And then was able to pull. So she was able to pull the wave right when Sejuani was finishing red buff, which is exactly when she wants to gank mid. And notice he put the ward there on the bot side and then pulled the wave into the turret. And now Ryze looks like is... No, he's not going to back. All right. And that free... Also, because they know the location of the start, that frees Sion up to push, which he likes to do. And he gets the ward on the exact timer. Hanzo gets his ward on the exact timer of Sejuani's respawn for the second clear. So here we go. Although they know, looks like Team Liquid knows that the ward is there, but he's going to reveal himself on it anyway, because he can't do anything about it, or he doesn't care. One of the two. I don't have the ability to pause or rewind, so I'm going to have to be really careful about watching the minimap here so I don't miss anything. Okay, Ryze TP's mid. Soren needs to get a back in. He's got to get this wave so he can get back. I think it might be too late. He might have to stay for next wave by now. So maybe Zach needs to come and help him push this next wave. Yeah, so Orianna needs to... If Orianna wants to get this back in, she needs to overextend on the next wave. No, she's going to... Okay, she started it back, but then he stayed. And then here comes... oh my gosh, that is a low Zach. That's terrifying. I mean, I know he has passive, but still. That'd be scary. So they caught sight of Sejuani, and look at Orianna. He's able to maybe get a little bit aggressive on the wave push, and he was able to clear it. Still not time enough to back and get back to wave. This sucks. Ideally, Zach would have been able to help push that out or something, because this is not an optimal back without teleport to get back to mid. Now, Ryze is going to have the push here, which means really good timer for him, except that Sejuani is farming, so he can do nothing except to go by. And he's going to match Bjerg's buy. Tier boots. Yeah, didn't get last chapter. Last chapter, I think. So here we go, guys. It's that kind of game. I'm not sure. I think maybe he should have gone for last... Is it lost chapter or last chapter? Maybe it's lost chapter. I think he should have gone for lost chapter. Because, I mean, they have a Varus bot lane. They want to shift Tom Kench into the mid, and I think that they were trying to push that out, honestly. I think they were just trying to get the push so they could back for an item. Look, Varus insta-backs. Doesn't even bother to finish pushing. Ah, this is so lame. I don't even know what mid's positioning is. I think that they knew Sejuani was bot side, and I think they were trying to risk the push for the back. That was the last wave, and yeah, got punished for it. Whoa. It was Scion. It was a Cho'Gath pick into Scion, right? So it was Cho'Gath basically saying, hey, I'll counter Scion as a problem in top lane. Yeah, but they should have shoved him mid and then counterpicked Cho'Gath. But I think that Camille was banned. I don't really know what counterpicks Cho'Gath anyway. Holy crap, they swapped? Is this a insta swap for the turret? Or is he going to be able to stop this? No, Scion's backing. Okay, did they swap on Scion level 6? Oh, no? Everybody has TP. I guess they just wanted to swap on the buy, and they're losing bot lane like hard or something. Are they really going to try to hold this? Oh, they are. Here comes the Rise. Holy cow. I think TSM's in an advantageous position here because there's 2 people bot and there's 5 people top. So this seems like pretty silly from Team Liquid to try to hold it. But if they get out clean, it's fine. But they don't. So, but they're going to trade a death for maybe first turret. Let's see. No, Scion is there. I think that they can get it. Yeah, they do. Yep. So they get the first kill and the first turret. Or wait, they didn't get the kill. The first kill, they got the second kill. But they got the kill. Because Team Liquid tried to defend when they shouldn't have. There's no TPs from the bot lane. So, not going to work. Braum got the kill though. Oh yeah, in the bot lane, that sucks. Yeah, TSM banned Camille and Ornn, and so I don't really know how. Anyway, I've noticed that Zven and Mithy are pretty good at just blind swapping like this. Like, blind swap is hard to counter because, especially if you do it, you know when some AD carries are going to blind swap. You just know it. Because they're like, you know, they back on a good buy. Top lane is decent. The wave is pushed, and they're losing. And if they go back bot, like, nothing is going to be happy, right? But this was a little bit out there as far as a blind swap. Felt like more like a, woo, surprise kind of play. And then they immediately swap bot on tempo for Drake, which they're going to get. And then I think that they're going to... Wait, I don't think Kog'Maw is backed yet. So they're still ahead on tempo. Oh my gosh, Sejuani tried to... Whoa, how did he get in there? How did he get in there? Did he take a blast cone in? He was going to take a blast cone in and then Q out, right? Oh, man. Poor Xmithy. He was going to take that blast cone and then Q out. Pobelter? I think he might have been in trouble there if Scion had ulted all the way top from Drake. Like, if I was Scion, I would have... Oh, he didn't have ulti. Oh, man, that was tight. Did you see that dodge on the knockup? All right, so now they're trying to... so TSM has... They took the turret and they somehow got back bot with tempo. I think that they just reset faster. And I think that double lift must have reset slower, which, to be honest, is a problem that he has. He often wants to finish a buy, and so he prioritizes his reset versus the team's reset, the tempo reset. So anyway, TSM was tight enough to get tempo on Drake, so they got position on Drake, and so they got Drake, and then Xmithy tried for the free steal, which should have been a free steal. Oh my god, Tahm Kench is going on him. Insane. So another problem that Tahm Kench has is when you don't make proactive plays on him early. So he's really good if you get him into the mid lane fast, open up the map, take out the turrets, and then use his ult on cooldown to make plays on non-mobile champions. This is exactly what TSM did. They opened up top tower, then they immediately made a play on mid, which his positioning on the Tahm Kench ulti was pretty nice. I'm not sure that Pobelter couldn't have easily gotten away from it, though. I think if he just walked a little bit farther to the right and ultied, he might have been fine. Instead of walking back towards TSM's team. But anyway, like Tahm Kench, I think the Tahm Kench ult scared him, maybe more than it should have, and maybe he didn't know who was coming out of it. But I think he could have positioned himself a little bit better to escape that. Okay, Cho'Gath still getting his clear, so good for him. But he hasn't really put anything onto the turret. All right, and so then TSM went bot, cleared 2 waves, I think, and then recalled, and then made the play mid on Pobelter. Still high tempo. Now we get to see Team Liquid is taking this off of mid priority. They don't really have top priority because the wave is frozen right there, but they already have Kog'Maw topside. So they swapped, and they're trying to get this turret topside, and so Varus and Tahm Kench need to race this. But it's hard to race a Herald, to be honest. So I think that TSM is going to have to respond and defend, and they're not doing that at all. I don't know what they're doing. They're just going to give up 2 turrets, maybe? Yeah, this seems like really bad from TSM. Like, Bjergsen shouldn't have been taking race. He should have been, probably trying to enter topside, because they're going to lose maybe tier 2 here. Because they have a full wave and a Herald here, and only Sion to defend. Nope, TL backs off. So this is one of the dangers with this play from Team Liquid side, is that they don't necessarily know what Bjergsen is doing, necessarily, if he backs up. So they kind of don't want to overextend for tier 2, even though they could have. And so it's like playing poker, you know? They called the bluff. TSM just didn't respond. They just optimized their farm on bot side. And I think that Zach actually should have continued to path. I think that Mike Young should have continued to path bot side and like all in on the bluff, but he kind of like hedged his bet and he went top side a little bit, just to cover just in case, or to make a play maybe. But then, but then Team Liquid just backed off. So no big deal. Sion kicks away the Herald, and that's that. Okay, so now TSM has insane vision on bot side, like insane vision. Sion can easily TP behind here and kill this bot lane. And they have, as soon as they know Cho'Gath is top side, they should immediately engage. Oh, they did. Okay, so yeah, dunzo. I mean, this is just in really, really bad positioning from Team Liquid. They're super overexposed. And TSM botches the fight. What can I say? Wow, wait, Ryze got there first without ulti? This is a maybe a Bjergsen error? How did Ryze get there first without ulti from blue buff? Maybe they can play that. TSM 100% had positioning on this, so they totally botched something. It was the engage, or the timing, or too many ultis layered onto one person, or the target selection. Let's find out. So Ryze is at blue buff. Ryze has TP. Okay. Yeah, sucks for TSM. Ryze has TP, and Sion TP'd totally the wrong place. Like, look, Sion TP'd like as if he was coming for cutting them off, but TL was like, "We're not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with us." So bad TP from Hanser in terms of location for the fight. Late roam from Bjerg, so he couldn't match Ryze's timing. Early engage from Mike Young. Probably before Bjergsen had cleared the wave and started to move. Probably should have waited 5 to 7 seconds. And then Bjergsen would have been moving bot already. And he could have initiated any time. Like, there was no way Doublelift was getting out of that position. Especially with Tahm Kench ulti coming down. So, like, I don't know why he pulled the trigger so fast. But I guess he just thought it was an infallible play. Which, maybe he didn't know Ryze had ulti? Or teleport? Yeah, the Hanser TP location was very much like we've already won the fight kind of TP. I will cut them off and get the kills TP. Varus. Okay. Good job, Team Liquid. With a feast, it's hard. Ooh, where did Team TSM go? Okay, they went to mid turret with the Tahm Kench ult. So they're going to try to trade tier 2 for tier 1. Let me talk about the present state of the game now. Okay, TSM is trying to take mid turret, and TL is going to defend it, but not smoothie. Ole overextends, and now TSM is escorting the wave in, but are they going to push their advantage on this wave, or are they going to let TL clear it? Yeah, they're going to let TL clear it. Mythi a little bit pushed up there. Yeah, very, very little physical damage on, I guess, Scion. Scion has a bit of physical damage, especially when he dies. I think it's like all physical damage at that point. I think the tempo swap with Varus swapping out of the bot lane was pretty disgusting. Like, he took a situation where Kog'Maw would have been super happy. Like, hey, I'm like 20 CS up on this Varus. We're winning bot lane, literally winning bot lane with Braum Kog'Maw into Varus, and immediately neutralized it completely. And now we're on both 80 carry power spikes right here. So we have a Rage Blade on both of them, so they can just chew through turrets hard. And if they get going in a fight, they're going to be dishing out plenty of damage right now, because I don't think there's a lot of magic resist itemized yet. And yeah, if they can just free auto attack, we'll see how it goes. All right, I don't like to see... All right, so TSM has redeployed on the map. Team Liquid just purchased. They're redeploying on the map. They're heading mid. TSM looks like they're going to be able to push top and then go mid with their 80 carry. It's 17 minutes, so we're in the objective trough, essentially, where there's nothing to fight for except for jungle camps. All of the outer turrets are down, except for mid, so TSM needs to defend mid. There's no Baron positioning to speak of. River control is a little bit fallacious, because you can just run past it at any point, and even if you die, you're not going to lose Baron. And we have an outer turret on bot, so there's still that. Maybe TSM... Is TSM just going to try to let him push it in and take it? I don't know. We'll see. So right now, like, TSM needs to keep up pressure without overexposing themselves at all. Wait, does he have a... he has that thing on that... Oh my god, Cho'Gath literally cannot kill... Oh my god, Hanser, no. Hanser got greedy, and then he used his ulti, and then he missed his slow, and still... Kog'Maw couldn't kill him. But the hilarious thing is Cho'Gath literally can't kill that siege minion. It's the funniest thing ever. Like, the siege minion could not be killed because he's got that shield thing on it. And Cho'Gath does like dink damage. Dink, 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 dink. Really funny. I wonder if Sion's gonna take like the bottom inhibitor just off of the fact that Cho'Gath can't counter these minions. Okay, so he can take Dematerializer, or can you buy a Dematerializer, or does he have a Dematerializer? Oh, shoot. Hanser, what are you doing, dude? They're going to try to take the Blast Cone? Yeah, but it's not going to work. Oh, he didn't eat him. This is a perfect fight for Sion if they engage the fight, but they're not going to engage the fight. All right, they're just going to back off. Yeah, so I think you can't take Dematerializer. It's a little too late. Tahm Kench has officially passed his usefulness. He was he's for saving Varus now, and for making plays where he can like TP somewhere and do something crazy. So he's got to stay mid lane. But if he's top lane with Varus, it's not going to go very well. Sorry, I'm blocking the stuff here. My bad. Twitch chat. All right, so Hanser's just stupidly positioned there. All right, so Cho can ulti the minion. That's good to know. All right, let's get back to the positioning. So right now, I have no idea what's happening because we're in a replay. Okay, here we go. TSM's getting it back. The objective trough is over. TSM only managed to make one stupid mistake during the objective trough. Why is my connection lagging? Okay. They only made one stupid mistake during the objective trough. That's not too bad, because usually teams make like a million stupid mistakes, especially teams that I work with for some reason. I try to get them to pay attention to this phase of the game, but for some reason they don't. Anyway, now Baron's up, so we have a clear objective and a clear purpose. We're going to keep top pushed, keep mid pushed, keep wards in the river, deny wards in the blue buff area, and then use Tahm Kench to essentially kill Team Liquid when they're trying to retake vision. And Sion is grouped now, so he pushed bot and he shifted mid. This is good. And now he needs to contest mid-wave with the team. Oh, dang. That could have been an engage right there. Or he was top, but like they literally see Cho'Gath bot, so yeah, they could have fought. All right, so Cyan is rotated mid to contest mid-wave. They're putting Varus mid and Orianna top, and because they want the Tahm Kench there. But they could also put Varus top, and they could put Ori mid and just put Tahm Kench with him. Oh, Hanser, why do you take these paths, man? Oh, that's why. They're using the TSM, they're using the Tahm Kench to gank bot. Because they figure that they can't burn out Baron in time, but they can. So, bad call. Oh no, he wasted his ulti. No! Mike Young wasted his ulti, and then he got frozen, so he couldn't go in for the steal. But maybe they're going to get a kill off of it. It's not going to matter because they got Baron. And they got Baron off. More importantly, they got Baron off the map. Even if they don't get anything with this Baron, TSM could have taken Baron with their pressure eventually. And so the fact that TL neutralized the Baron threat from TSM by taking it off the map basically lets them be happy for the next 3 minutes. Even if they don't get to use this Baron, they've already won. I like going long on the bot lane. I like going long on the bot lane and killing them, but I don't think you can do that versus a Kog'Maw with a Braum who can tank Baron. So, oh, Mike Young, why did he ulti there? Maybe it was a misclick? He started his ulti and then he decided not to go in because the damage wasn't enough. So it was a little bit of like a uncalmness in his brain in terms of analysis. But regardless, I think that they get the Infernal Drake, so they clearly have strong tempo coming off that play. Like they chased, get this, they chased Xmithie all the way back to their base and still made it out for Infernal with tempo. I have no idea what Team Liquid was doing there. I would like to know. I would like to go back and see what Team Liquid was doing that they couldn't get out back with their Baron on the map with enough tempo to actually take Infernal. Like, that seems crazy to me. Then again, TSM could have just straight run there because the thing that you want to do when the other team has Baron is fight them at neutral objectives like the Drake because they're not on the minion waves, which is exactly where you want to be with Baron. Yeah, I think going bot going long on the top laner like that is a good play, but I think that their window was just, I guess they just don't have a window when they're against this comp for something like that. I wonder if Team Liquid is going to be able to take mid turret off of this. Because TSM could just let top lane push really far in and keep it scary to farm. So like top is slow pushed right now, and wow, Cyan, that was a really good combo engage from like the Cyan Zac. A pull in, and then when they use their flash to disengage, like Cyan just shoots out of the river at full speed. This is such a fun game to watch. I'm so excited by this. Where's he going? Oh, he's going to top wave for farm. Yeah, so they let top slow push. So Team Liquid made a big mistake here, and this is not a surprise because Pobelter is a mid laner, right? So he's not used to side lane management. But Pobelter slow pushed top, which honestly is a mistake because it's going to take there's a too long a play window when you're slow pushing something, unless you're forcing tons of pressure on the other two lanes. Then you have the slow push building up, and you're forcing tons of pressure, and they can't go get it. But in this case, it was slow pushing because he could not go, because he didn't fast push it, and then he could not go and farm it and push it faster because there was no vision. Like, look at the top side of TSM's jungle. It's completely dark for Team Liquid. There's no way he could go on that without Zhonya's finished or something. Is there still a Zhonya's in the game? Yeah, there is. Yeah, you build it out of Hourglass, right? So, yeah, it just left so much opening for this fight to occur, and then to still farm top wave cleanly. Minus 40 on the Baron power play. You guys, I think Team Liquid might lose this game. Problem is Kog'Maw is freaking disgusting, and Double Lift is piloting it. So, and Rise is disgusting. These champions are just disgusting. So, Team Liquid can, and they're like what, 700 down. Like, this is not some bottom of the pack. What is it? Bottom of the ladder team that cannot possibly farm when they're behind. Like, this is a really, really good team, and so they're behind, and they're still going to take mid turret, and they're still even in farm. TSM needs to get tempo back. Team Liquid had tempo. They spent it on sieging mid, and now they need to recapture tempo. TSM, meanwhile, have neutralized tempo. So tempo is equal. Sion is now going to push, but he needs to go back bot right now. Sion needs to go back bot right now. This is not a good play. He should go bot. They should send for top. Yeah, okay. No! Oh my god. Sven literally just suicided. Like, Sejuani has flash and ulti, and Sven just like walked around the horn right there in front of him. That was, I mean, he should have been dead. Oh, cool. They're going long on the Cho again. This is such a crazy engaged level of this Tahm Kench. I really like Mithy's. I want to say maybe it's because they have such a CC chain with the Sion, but it seems really easy for him to make a play onto the Sion lane with the Varus because they have lockdown for days. And Cho'Gath is not like beefy enough to survive yet. I don't think any of this is going to work after 30 minutes, but it's playing right now. It's playing well. So the problem is that they need to keep the tempo. So now they have tempo because their top laner's off the map. They need to parlay this into lane pressure and into the Drake, or else it's just meaningless. It's just like another death. Okay, cool. And then we wait, and then they get another kill, and then we wait, and then nothing happens. And then, you know, Team Liquid wins off of a team fight. So off of this actual pressure, they have the inferior team fighting comp. Braum is just far superior to Tahm Kench in this team fight, so they really need to turn this into the dragon. They need to turn this pick into something. What are they going to do? So far, they're taking Scuttle Crab. And they've given up mid-wave. So, yeah, not really sure what they're doing. But Sion should have been pushing bot, or Orianna should have been already pushing bot, I guess. I guess I would have liked to see Orianna instantly recall and go bot, like immediately off of the Sion kill. And then to use the tempo to... Oh, Hanser's engaging. To use the tempo to actually fight. Oh, Mike Young got interrupted in his jump. That's crazy. Yeah, they're going to lose this fight, I think. Team Liquid's going to secure the dragon and then win the fight too. Oh, Orianna for 3? Orianna for 3? I guess nobody's died yet for TSM. I thought somebody went down for TSM. I thought Hanser died, but I guess Tahm Kench ate him. That's why his health bar disappeared. This is pretty cool. I like the Tahm Kench into Baron. Disgusting. So they traded Drake positioning for Baron, I guess. Still, they could have taken Drake off of the pressure from killing Cho'Gath, to be honest. But they flubbed that up. But with that, they got complete Baron control, and so I guess that allows for this play. But still, they could have done both. All right. Mike Young splits into his little parts. Yeah, it was for 3. Okay, I saw that right. An Ori for 3. Not ideal if you don't catch the Kog'Maw on the Ori ball, but good enough. And then you have insane damage with this setup on the Baron. So he immediately Tahm Kenches in and they take it. I think that Mike Young also does HP percentage damage on the Baron. I'm not sure, but I think that even Zac does more damage than average on the Baron in this comp. Mithy does more damage than your average support on the Baron. Varus does insane damage because of his build and his, obviously. And then, yeah. Ori has her empowered auto attacks. Okay, so we have a 1-4. They ignore top lane, which I'm not sure. Maybe they should have slow pushed that. They have a 1-4. Sion is able to TP in and can TP on a minion to force this. But he's going to push up mid, and so they're just they're being a little careful. They're not engaging because they're letting. Oh, here it comes. Oh, he blocked the ulti. Sick. Okay, Mike Young with the engage. Double lift goes out to lifesteal, then goes back again. Okay, they forced the turret. So that was basically Sven positioning super forward, which is aggressive and scary at the same time. Like, double lift has to position forward in order to clear the wave, because their wave clear is so, like, Cho'Gath based, I would say, or Kog'Maw based. And so he's just looking for that opportunity. Now they don't have the Varus ulti, so I don't think Varus should be standing this far forward anymore. But yeah, I mean, you still have Tom Kench, so it's not really that scary. He hasn't activated his gray health that I can see. I don't think that was his gray health. I think that was some other item. I don't get it. What? Did he misclick? Pobelter? Did you guys see that? What was that Rise ulti? That was a choking into fourth Rise ulti. We're choking into fourth place, guys. They're literally they're like taking a sip of water on stage to cool down, you know, to the, like, okay, calm my nerves, and it tastes like memes. They're just, and they're like, oh my god, the memes are so overpowering that I can literally taste it in my water. Like that is yeah, they're choking hard. That ulti, and then just like he flubs his ulti, then he just immediately walks top lane into zero vision across like 2 TSM wards. Mike Young had passive? No, doesn't matter. Oh my god, he's gonna teleport bot and end? No, they can just recall. He doesn't have Baron buff. He's not gonna do anything here. Like, TL can literally walk back to base and stop this. That was a total waste of a teleport. I guess maybe it gets them top tower, but he doesn't have Baron. If he had Baron here, he could stick around and threaten, and then they could take, you know, and they could just keep pushing. But they need a back now. They haven't actually backed yet. So I don't know what they're thinking. This is super bad tempo. Because Pobelter's going to be up in 6, and then Team Liquid is going to have tempo to go out on the map. I guess they're going to have every wave pushed in, but I don't know. All right. Let's see what happens. I guess they clean the jungle out on the way. Okay, Sion ulted to get out so he could back. So that's a good choice. Okay, they're backing. Okay, Double Lift is not ready to go out, but Sedge is already out. Smoothie's already moving out. No, Smoothie's also backing. So they didn't actually go back to pad. Actually, Smoothie, when they base defended, Smoothie should have been on pad getting wards, and he should be out with Sejuani right now, like warding up. Sejuani's also backing. Okay, yeah, this is just... So TL had a window here where TSM like probably was just trying to make the best of it and super push, and then they would need to back, and Team Liquid could have come out and maybe got like a lot of positioning in their own jungle, but now look, TSM is back in their jungle before Team Liquid is even in their jungle, and it's not like because of the minion waves. It's not because of the minion waves. It's because they didn't have wards, and Smoothie backed too late, and then Sejuani backed as well. So, errors. I think Smoothie was maybe thinking he'd defend the turret, and so he didn't want to leave the Kog'Maw and overexpose him to the Mithy ult, but he probably should have just walked to the pad and been like, I'm buying, careful, while Peter was cleaning the turret up. Anyway, Team Liquid can just win the fight here now and win the game, so kind of all the mistakes are kind of pointless in that regard. Okay, Mithy has no bite. They have to back. They cannot fight right now until Mithy has eat again. Okay. Good. This is what they should do. They should back until the minions are like pressuring them. And then they should pull the Drake, and as soon as Team Liquid commit, they should back off the Drake. They should just like tool with them until the minions end the game. Okay, now they win. Oh, Mithy got interrupted. Jesus, that sucks. Nice job, Ole. Oh, sorry, it's not Smoothie. Sorry. Smoothie. Sorry. Now I understand, because I was like, Smoothie wouldn't make a stupid mistake like that. Like, that does not look like Smoothie playing Braum. That's just like, it's beyond me that he would be that he would flub up the vision game so badly, like right there when he had tempo. But now I understand. It's because it's not Smoothie. It's because it's Olay. So that makes a lot more sense now all of a sudden. Thank goodness. I was losing a lot of respect for Smoothie. I was like, come on, man. What the heck? But yeah, Olay, not the super most best macro player of all time, you could say. Wow, they're going to go Insta-Baron on spawn. Yeah, smart. Because they have Elder, so they have to, yeah, so they're going to force the fight. Oh my god, Team Liquid is literally going to be fourth. No, I like Smoothie better than Olay. That's why I was so shocked what was happening. Olay is mechanically amazing. And he hard carried a lot of Immortals games. But oh jeez. Oh my god, Mike Young. Throwing the game. Nope, he's not. He's winning the game. That's always the question you got to have when you jump in. You got to have balls. I'm either throwing the game or winning the game right now. Zach problems. These are Zach problems. TSM wants to end the game because they have Varus. They do not want this to keep going because Cho'Gath can eventually one-shot their AD carry and then Kog'Maw can eventually one-shot their team. So they want to keep this pressure up. They want to end the game with Drake and Baron right now. If they recall, I will be very mad. They need a game-ending team fight right now with these buffs. Oh, they missed Varus ulti. And Oriel ulti sucked. But they still win, thank God. Okay, so they whiffed their 2 ultis, but they're still going to win the game off of minions and buffs. So, you guys, I'm going to turn on the sound and listen to this because I want to hear the casters and the memes and the interview. And I'll turn off the desktop audio for you guys so you can listen to the desktop audio on your own stream because I know some of you are watching the stream with the casting. Wait, Team Liquid's third? No, it can't be. Fourth, okay. My teams end second and third. Oh, hey, there's that guy that's always at all the TSM games. Peter's already smiling because the memes. Like, he's tasting them. He's like, I'm going to get like 100,000 Twitter followers off these memes. Yeah, that's the guy they hugged. Did you see that? Did you see them hug him? He is. Derek is awesome. You guys, 9 straight games is not a big shock. Oh, here's the fan. Yay! Derek, woohoo! Wave, wave. He's there every week. I got to talk to him. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, 9-2 in the last 11 games. Baby. What happened? What happened 11 games ago that TSM suddenly swung it around? I'm trying to remember. There was something. Oh yeah, they hired me. You're a little triggered that you said the Orielt sucked. It only hit 2, and the bigger threat was Kog'Maw. It was the only thing that could have won the game. I'm listening to the Beer interview. He can't play it 3 times, could he? Oh, yeah, he could. Mark with the liquid jersey. Oh, man. Yep. Oh, man. This is literally the best timeline. This is the dankest timeline of all the splits of the LCS that have ever existed. It's like we have the convergence of memes. We have the money Steve buying everything. Then we have like the Team Liquid 4th coming out of history and resurrecting. And like the two of them together is just too sweet. And then we have Doublelift has literally joined Team Liquid after memeing them for 4th. So anybody who wants can go back in history and scrape like hundreds of like memeing videos and memeing moments of Team Liquid being in 4th from like Doublelift's lips. Oh, it's literally like the dankest timeline ever. I love it. I want to see what Andy tweets after this game. I'm just gonna like camp his Instagram, basically. All right, that's enough. I don't need to watch any more analysis. All right, guys. That's the show for the day, I guess. Should I do? It's 6:00. Should I actually do an Ask Weldon? Or was that cast? That was the show for the day, and we'll just do the show tomorrow. Actually, what do you think? Oh man, that was refreshing. Holy cow. Oh, I probably have to go next door. I think the kids are probably waking up. TSM and G2 at SMSI again. Yep, sounds familiar to me. Thanks, Amy Cat. I was here the whole time, by the way. Where did that thing go? I was just reading one of these, and then somebody posted a massive question, and it bumped it down. We have a Rise guide coming out. Pro Belter. Oh my god, Andy. I said TL would be Top 3 from the very beginning feels good, man, but also CG would be top 3, so I was wrong there. You were wrong about TL being top 3 as well, because it's 4. Tomorrow would be better. Oh, there it is. Okay. You are the monkey to my banana. I'm getting rich off Twitch. You're getting rich off Twitch, Ominous Swift? Okay. Number 9 says, I have a theory about league climbing and improving. Can you tell me if it is a good theory and should I try it out? So here's the theory. Right now I'm gold and I'm planning to quit league for around 4 to 5 months. But through those 4 to 5 months, I'm planning to watch Korean pro replays and naturally try to adapt their playstyle and mindset, as well as watching other league-related educational content, and then come back and try to get better rank with the new knowledge. Would this be helpful? Yes and no. It'll be helpful because League of Legends is a knowledge-based game when it comes down to it. Decision-making, however, all of those decisions are based off of patterns that you see in the game, and you're watching with full vision instead of like half vision. And then you're going to be going into the game and you're going to be needing to doing predictive vision and predictive decision-making instead of like afterwards decision-making. So it's only going to work if when you're watching this content, you are always trying to stay exactly in the moment and thinking, what would I do now? What would I do now? What would I do now? And every single time they do something different than your instinct, you correct your instinct. Does that make sense? So watching and being like, oh, I learned something. Oh, I learned something. And accruing knowledge will get you 0 steps farther. But watching the content and being like, okay, I would do this, I would do this, I would do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. And then they do it and you're like, yes, or they don't do it. And you're like, no, why didn't they do that? Why was their decision-making process? And being incorrect, stating your instinct out loud, being incorrect about it, and then correcting it, and constantly being like right there in the present with the player versus like trying to take notes about the things you learn, kind of, that training your instinct, that's what's going to get you better, okay? Also, as much as humanly possible, you should be watching with Fog of War, and you should be trying to predict where the opponents are and what they're going to be doing. That's going to be 99% of what you're trying to hone, okay? If that makes sense, then good. And then after you come back, you need to one-trick somebody so you get the mechanics of the lane out of the way immediately, and you need to focus on your actual skill set, which you've been training, which is this like map play, communication and map play. Okay. Weldon, please go look at Reginald's Twitter. Okay. Going to Twitter. Okay. Reginald, and he didn't. Alfonso Mithy says, look at the bush. And he just retweeted. He didn't even make the meme. Rebrand Curse to Liquid. Get a star-studded lineup. Get forth anyways. Get forth anyways. Somebody was preparing this Gru meme. It's the Gru meme, but it's not as cool. It's not as cool without Gru. It's not as cool without Gru. I don't know. I don't like the face change, but it's fine. It's fine. TSM 2018 business plan. More Danes, spend more than Steve, get out of groups, crush Team Liquid. Plan succeeded. Mission accomplished. But they didn't get out of groups. We have a Rise guide coming out, Pebelter, don't worry. Oh, Jesus. That's probably the harshest tweet. Is the Rise Guide one? That's pretty freaking brutal. I don't know. That was a brutal one. You know what? I should make a vlog video saying how to turn around a losing team and win the split. Yeah, I totally agree. PogChamp Ginglol says, all these memes and Flame are friendly banter for people making 500k USD a year playing this game. It's true, except if you look at Pobelter's face, he looks like the person who will cry because his feelings are hurt. I mean, look at him. He's a very, very nice person, and he's very emotional, like in a good sense, right? He thinks deeply, he reflects deeply, he feels deeply, you know. And he tries very hard. He puts in always maximal effort. He strives as hard as he can. you know, and I feel like he's the kind of person that like is like brushing off memes, but actually is a little hurt inside. You know, I feel like Doublelift is cocky enough and egotistical enough. He just brushes it off. He doesn't care, right? But Pobelter actually cares, right? He's like, he actually cares because he really cares. You know, that's the conundrum of elite sport is like the people who care like actually care. So I just feel bad when I see him getting memed because I know that like some small part of him is taking it to heart, even though he might be brushing it off and be like, you know, whatever. Like, still, he's just like trying to get back up on that MSG stage, I think. You know, he's just had it rough for the last 2 years. He's been with like choking teammates constantly on Immortals. He wins. He comes onto CLG and he wins them their first ever trophy. You know, their first ever like massive trophy. And then they kick him from the team, and he spends a couple splits choking in playoffs with Immortals, to me, to be fair. But so like they probably would have won those games, except that they called me in for playoffs for season 1, and then I was there for season 2, so there was no way they were going to beat us. Or for the second split, and then he goes to Worlds. Was it? Yeah. So then he finally goes to Worlds, right, with Immortals, and then at Worlds, he finds out that his team has been disbanded by Riot, and they choke 5 straight losses out of groups. And then he goes to Team Liquid and they get 4th. So I just like, he's had a horrible 4 splits, man. Like just a horrible 4 splits. Although, to be fair, a better 4 splits than the last place team or the 9th place team or the 8th place team or the 7th or 6th or 5th or 4th or 3rd, right? So a better split than the 3rd through 9th through 10th teams. So you got to always take it with a grain of salt, right? It's pain, but in its correct place. So yeah, anyway, guys, that's the show for the day. I just casted Team Liquid, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to go and take care of the kids, eat breakfast, and go to the gym. Thanks for the stream. Appreciate you. I lost my Twitch dashboard, so I can't actually end the stream. Twitch. There. I can tell which website I'm visiting more when I type TW and hit enter, and then that website pops up. And half the time it's Twitch, and the rest of the time it's Twitter. All right. Ciao. Bye.